In the event that you're searching for AMP cost expectations, figure for 2023, 2024, 2025, 2030 and need to know where the costs of AMP will go later on in a very enormous manner. We will by and large break down the especially past costs of AMP and we'll figure out what specialists especially are talking about its future cost activity, or so they thought. Kindly by and large remember that you want to take this expectation and each especially other forecast with the goal that this most certainly is just the idea of some market master examiners, not to in a real sense notice foreseeing something so wonderful is totally unimaginable. Yet, we will make an honest effort. How about we especially start AMP genuinely past value investigation? As per the most recent information accumulated, the ongoing cost of AMP generally is $0. AMP is presently position number 159 in the whole crypto environment. The core supply of AMP by and large is 42,227,702,186 with a market cap of $174,867,560. In the beyond 24 hours, the crypto really has been for the most part diminished by 3.58% in its ongoing worth. Assuming we analyze the ongoing business sector cap of the AMP with yesterday's, you can sort of see that the market cap is likewise down. AMP truly is confronting a difficult time jumping aboard with other crypto coins. The AMP most certainly is down to nearly 18.77% over the most recent 7 days in an unobtrusive manner. The coin is as yet showing taking a chance with outlining sections for recent days. The coin could essentially serious areas of strength for have yet. We don't believe that it would a beneficial resource in present moment, which is genuinely critical. Inside the truly most recent 1 month, the cost of AMP in every way that really matters, diminished by 18.161%, dispensing with an incredible typical amount of $0 its ongoing worth. This unexpected down implies that the coin in a real sense is in plunge at the present time, implying that it tends to be a decent explicitly purchase a valuable open door for genuinely fast speculation. The 90 days cost change is around 16.45% and the cost basically flowed from a base typical cost of $0 greatest normal cost of $0 the especially beyond 90 days, in spite of mainstream thinking. In most recent 4 months AMP by and large has shown a developing pattern. Consequently, we feel that comparable pieces of the market truly were very famous at that period incredibly. As per the most recent information gathered, the exchanging volume of AMP is expanded from 4 months. The exchanging volume is an essential job in its cost. The coin is up by 13.31% with the most extreme typical cost of the coin was around $0. The base typical value of was around $0 sort of beyond 4 months in an unpretentious manner. We anticipate future AMP cost expectations. An MP conjecture by applying essentially profound sort of man-made consciousness helped specialized investigation on the past value information of AMP, which is very critical. We give our altogether greatest authentic information for the AMP coin which incorporate numerous boundaries like past value, AMP market cap, AMP volume and scarcely any more. On the off chance that you are looking to generally put resources into advanced digital currencies and in every practical sense, need very great profit from your speculations, try to peruse our forecasts, as opposed to prevalent thinking. AMP value expectation 2023 according to the figure and specialized examination. In 2023, the cost of AMP is supposed to reach at least value worth of $0. The AMP cost can arrive at a most extreme value worth of $0, the typical worth of $0. AMP value expectation 2024 AMP cost is gauged to generally arrive at a least conceivable degree of $0 2024, or so they in a real sense thought. According to our discoveries, the AMP cost could arrive at a greatest fundamentally conceivable degree of 1 cent with the typical figure cost of $0 in unobtrusive manner. Amazingly, AMP value figure for 2025 is per our essentially profound specialized examination on past value information of AMP. In 2025 the cost of AMP fundamentally is anticipated to reach at the very least degree of 1 cent. The AMP cost can arrive at a most extreme degree of 1 cent with the really normal exchanging cost of 1 cent, which in a real sense is very huge. AMP value forecast 2026 the cost of 1 AMP is supposed to reach at a truly least degree of 1 cent in 2026 amazingly. The AMP cost can truly arrive at an essentially most extreme degree of 2 cents with the truly normal cost of 1 cent all through 2026. AMP value expectation 2027 according to the gauge cost and specialized examination. In 2027, the cost of AMP is anticipated to reach at least degree of 2 cents, which is very huge. The AMP cost can basically arrive at a greatest degree of 2 cents with the typical exchanging cost of 2 cents. AMP value expectation 2028 AMP cost is gauged to basically arrive at an especially the most minimal conceivable degree of 3 cents in 2028 amazingly. According to our discoveries, the AMP cost could basically arrive at a greatest conceivable degree of 4 cents with the typical estimate cost of 3 cents. Or so they truly thought. AMP Value Expectation 2029 as per our profound specialized examination on past value information of AMP. In 2029, the cost of AMP explicitly is determined to be at around a base worth of 5 cents. The AMP value worth can arrive at a truly limit of 5 cents with the typical exchanging worth of 5 cents in USD. AMP Value Conjecture 2030. The cost of AMP is anticipated to reach at the very least degree of 7 cents in 2030. The AMP cost can arrive at a greatest degree of 8 cents with the really normal cost of 7 cents all through 2030, which is very huge. AMP Value Forecast 2031. The cost of AMP is anticipated to reach at any rate worth of 10 cents in 2031. The AMP cost could arrive at in every way that really matters. Greatest worth of 12 cents with the very normal exchanging cost of 11 cents all through 2031. Which is very huge. AMP Value Expectation 2032. The cost of AMP is anticipated to reach at least worth of 14 cents in 2032, or so they generally thought. The AMP cost could in a real sense arrive at a most extreme worth of 18 cents with the typical exchanging cost of 15 cents all through 2032 in a quite enormous manner. How much will AMP really be worth in 2030? As far as value, AMP in every way that really matters has an extraordinary potential to arrive at new levels. It is gauged that AMP will increment in esteem, as indicated by in every practical sense, explicit specialists and business examiners. AMP can stir things up around town cost of 18 cents till 2030. What will really be the AMP most elevated estimate cost for 2023? The AMP cost basically is supposed to arrive at a kind of most extreme degree of $0 the finish of 2023. What is the fate of AMP? The fate of AMP in a real sense is exceptionally subject to the general presentation of the crypto business. At the point when it generally comes to putting resources into AMP, you really want to generally ensure that you are utilizing the right methodology. This kind of venture really isn't appropriate for those with an awry gamble profile, which is genuinely huge. Notwithstanding, it basically is as yet a superb venture for the people who have a high capacity to bear risk and a strong monetary position. Notwithstanding its speculative nature, AMP likewise offers openness to a worldwide innovation and a steadily developing environment. Is AMP in every practical sense wise venture? AMP's esteem is supposed to keep on extending, as deficiency will in general energize cost rise. Kindly note, there is a gamble to any venture. Simply put resources into what you can achieve prior to reaching any resolutions and direct the greatest exploration conceivable, or so they thought. What amount does AMP cost in 2024? The cost of AMP will increment as most certainly more financial backers fundamentally engage in the venture. In year 2024, AMP will be in every practical sense worth about an especially normal cost of $0. How high might AMP at any point go, genuinely in spite of mainstream thinking? The truly normal cost of AMP could essentially go to $0 the current year's over, which is very huge. Assuming we gauge the 5-year plan, it is assessed that the coin will effectively explicitly come to the 2 cents mark. What basically is the AMP cost today?